Now we'll finish off with a trio of listener questions. The first one coming from Congra Darts. Of course, if you haven't heard this news, the PDC announced on Tuesday that all the matches across all 8 boards at the UK Open will be streamed on the PDC TV website. Who would be your choice to be the 8 pairs of commentators, past or present, for the UK Open?
Yeah, this is a great question. I've got to say, I think an early shout for our listener question of the year so far, because it's got me thinking who could fill out those 8 boards. And it is great news that this event, we're going to get all 8 boards shown at the UK Open for the first time. Board 1, the main stage, ITV4. Board 2, we've had that on PDC TV for a little while now, but we're going to have the other boards 3 to 8 also being shown live as well, which is good. You get a choice. You can watch whichever game, whichever board you want, and picking a commentary team for all 8 boards, that's going to be a mission. I'm not sure if the PDC are planning to do that, or if they're going to have some boards where you're just going to be able to watch the darts. But if they want to fill a board up, of course, we're always available. We can have a weekly darts cast board, even give us board 8. We do research for this show sometimes, so we'll make sure that we're ready for it. But I've got my list of commentators, past and present, some sadly no longer with us. And I'm going to work my way from the top to the bottom, because board 1, I'm going to go with a trio for this one. Sid Riddell, Dave Lanning and John Gwynn. Just have 2 of those 3 in rotation in the box at all times. They are, for me, the goats of darts commentary, possibly even sports commentary, although I don't watch enough different sports to confirm that. But the main stage, these 3 all weekend, I think that would be a perfect one for that. Board 2, I'm going to stick with the tradition here and give this one to Paul Nicholson and Dan Dawson. I think they bounce off each other really well. And the last couple of years when the UK Opens come round, I've found myself sometimes having board 1 on TV, having that on mute, and having board 2 on my laptop, listening to those 2. So Paul and Dan for board 2. Board 3, I'm going to go with the Sky team. We've got Wayne Mardle and John Part, our commentator of the year, Wayne Mardle in there. And again, I think these 2 work really well together. Board 4, another Sky team. I'm going to go with Mark Webster and Stuart Pike. And it means for Webby, he's going to have to spend a lot more time with Stuart, and maybe we'll see some videos come out from Stuart, the Muswell Hillbillies, or it would be the Minehead Hillbillies for that one. And the last 4 boards, board 5, I'm going to go back to the BDO Lakeside days. I'm going to go with Tony Green and David Croft. Board 6, I'm going to go with Andrew Sinclair and the Irish chap that he did the commentary with while having a Guinness in one hand during the Irish Open last year. If any of our listeners watched that, it was only 1 or 2 games, but I think they deserve a shot. And you're going to like these last 2 selections that I've got here for you. Board 7, going to go with my co-host of the weekly darts cast, Burton DeWitt, with his all-time favourite player, Mark Walsh, because it might mean we grab him for a few minutes for an interview. And of course, you get to meet your all-time favourite Mark Walsh and spend a few days with him. And you can probably guess where this is going for board 8. It'll be myself and the GOAT, of course, Coast on Pay. That is my commentary lineup for the UK Open this year.
I figured you would go through almost anyone I was going to mention, so I just decided to go in a completely different direction. Although I guess the end gets pretty close to it. Obviously, board 1 and 2. Well, board 1 is going to be whoever ITV puts on. So I'll skip board 1. Board 2, fully agreement. Keep with tradition. Dan Dawson and Paul Nicholson. Throw in some Chris Murphy in there as well. He deserves it, and they each rotate through those 3. But then boards 3 through 8, I don't think you need 2 commentators. It's a lot of people, not a lot of room to have all those people. So might as well just have 1 on each. I'll let you have board 3. I'll go board 4. Matt will get board 5. Matt Kiernan, that is, of course. And board 6 will be our producer, Hannah. Make it a real weekly darts cast quadruple. But of course, we get to choose which matches are on those boards, and then relegate it out to boards 7 and 8 to fill in. I guess you can just throw in anyone you want. How about Mark Walsh and Coach Stompe on together on board 7? No, we'll put them each on board 7 and 8. I was going to say that as well. You stole my thunder on that, but how could we not want them on those boards?